Hi everyone, my name is Kaustav Ghosh. Today I'm going to walk you through my machine learning project titled Predicting Voluntary Employee Attrition in the Indian IT sector. This presentation is part of Managing Machine Learning Project course by Coursera. Why predicting attrition? Voluntary attrition is a serious issue for the IT companies in India. Reports show that companies lose around 20 to 25% of their workforce annually. Hiring and training new employees cost a lot, sometimes up to 150% of the person's salary. So instead of waiting for people to resign, we want to protect who might leave so companies can try to retain them early. And that's why this problem is a great fit for machine learning, especially when we have enough data which we collect throughout the year for everybody, as well as given that we have quite a lot of features, so this model is complex, as well as it helps saving quite amount of money and time. Understanding the attrition problem. So voluntary attrition means people leave by choice. This is happening more often, especially with skilled employees. Our goal is to build a system that gives early warning about employees who might resign soon. This way HR team can step in and try to prevent it. So we define success in two ways. First, the business side. We plan to or we target to reduce our attrition by 20% in the next 6 months. Second, from the model perspective, we should be able to catch most people who are going to leave, and that's called recall, which we aim to be at 85%. At the same time, we don't want too many false alarm, so we want our precision to be at 80%. We also consider employee privacy and the fact that all the resignations are not recorded in the same way. Now what signal might indicate attrition? So now let's look at the data that might help us. For example, performance dropping, skipping training programs, and logging late often. Also, if someone gets moved to less important projects or the manager feedback isn't great. All this can be an early sign that the person is not happy or planning to leave. In our solution, is our solution working? So we tested our model in three ways. First, with the historical test set that we know who resigned, we checked how well our model predicted them. Second, we did an A/B test. Some employees flagged by the model were given retention offer, and we saw how many stayed compared to those who didn't get offer. Third, we asked the managers who are on ground, who have the practical experience day in day out, if the model is predicting useful or not based on their prediction, based on their experience. Now, building a real world ML system, our model is trained weekly using the recent data that we get. Every day, or technically every week, we make prediction about who might leave. We build it using Python and tools like Pandas, sklearn, and SHAP, which help explain the model decision. All the data is stored and processed securely in the cloud, and we keep version control to track changes. We also made sure the system stays reliable. Sometimes the pattern in the data change. For example, the late login might be because of pandemic or because of system down throughout the organization. We monitor these changes and we retrain the model if needed. Now, before we use any new model, we test it in the shadow mode to compare if it matches or how it performs with our current model that we have. Finally, we don't let the model make final decision. HR reviews everything before taking any action. So to summarize, this project helps HR team predict who might resign and take action before it's too late. It saves money, avoid project delays, and keep experienced people in the company. We follow a structured method by using CRISP-DM and build a model that's useful, explainable, and responsible. Thank you for your time. If you have any question, please do put it in the comment. I have also shared my email address so that you can also email me. Thank you again.